What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Infinity. That's right, baby. That's right. You know where we are. Last episode, we made this super cool dimension. We've been getting into RF tools and learning how to modify and just build whatever we want. We got to like the King Daddy of worlds, diamond, block, orbs, and gold tendrils. Oh my goodness, it's so nutballs. It's so nutballs. And you know, there's a whole point of this. There's a reason why I'm doing this and a goal objective. I want to be able to make a really cool, livable world. This is something that's kind of obnoxious just to show off what we could do. But it's definitely super cool. It's definitely cool. Let's flip on our thing. We can just grab as many diamonds as we want, as much gold as we want, and we can then switch and modify this. The only cost to us is really just energy, which we're getting from solar panels, we're getting from the sun, and is wasted if we don't use it. So yeah, we're never gonna need, put that helmet on, we are never gonna need diamonds again. A lot of resources we're never gonna need again. I asked you guys last episode to also let me know of like stuff you'd like to see me make and cool things that we can do to abuse this. Obviously, diamonds is gold. That's about as good as you can get. But we tried doing draconium. Weren't very successful. And they're roasters. We were not very successful with that. But you guys let me know that we can actually get draconium. Let's power down this world. Draconium or instead of the blocks of draconium. So why don't we try that real quick? There we go. If we spell it right, we can do it. We got lapis blocks. We got diamond blocks. Let's see. Can we get an empty one, please? All right, let's craft a new one. So all we had to do to be able to make this is just grab, if you remember from last time, grab that block. Let's see if we have draconium. We should be able to do it with under 4 stacks, if it's a possibility of doing. Let's see. I want to see if you guys are right. In fact, we could probably just look up to see if there's a dimlet of this. Let's see. So we set down the absorber on there. Oh, man, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. You guys are the best. Oh, I almost did the 9x9. Tell me about these tips and tricks. So I got to go through what all the different dimlets are. As far as dimlets, let's see. We can look it up. Rarity 5. Look at that. Look at all the rarity 5s we have going from our ender farm. Infused stone. I mean, most of the stuff that we'd want to produce, we already have. As far as the diamond blocks, I think I already have 3 more of them done there. So pretty neat. I wonder, do we have any draconium dimlets? We don't have a draconium dimlet. So we're definitely going to want to make that, so that we can get as much as we want and make those huge, crazy nutball orbs of it. In fact, let's just get it done now before we forget. But anyway, I wanted to get back a little bit into Thaumcraft today, because kind of the point of doing this dimension is I wanted to play around with a couple of the things that cause really bad or possibly really bad warp effects to the world, or bad flux to the world. And I don't want to do it in the overworld. I want to be able to have something that we can just delete if it's really bad. But if we make a void world that's just an RF tools world, we should be fine. Should be fine. Yes. Oh, and you know what else? I completely didn't realize. I didn't show what my template was for the diamond blocks world, for those of you that don't know and want to do it yourself. So we can do that. We can show that off. Let's just leave that there. We'll grab it later. So we should be able to just pull this guy out here. Let me show you before we make our little cut. So if I put it into the dimension inscriber, I can just go extract, and we have all of our original things. So we had normal terrain, Mesa Bryce, garden biome, and then the controller. So you have to have the 2 biomes, then the controller for it. Block of diamond, this is the one that we actually created. And then because we have feature huge orbs, that makes the diamonds the huge orbs, then I have material gold block, And that does tendrils. And then sky color green, I just use random, time morning, no weather, effect none, and special effect dimlet is the final one. And this one is to like make it cost less. Anyway, I'm going to swap out the diamond block one for the draconium one. We're going to have to make up a new dimlet thing. All right, draconium or dimlet. That's a rarity 6, actually. Crap. All right, well, we'll put this one in. Let it extract. Nice. And because we've got this infused all the way, we're able to get all the rarity ones. Let's see. Rare IT 6. Oh, man, we're going to have to waste one of these. Saturation, health boost, and resistance. I guess resistance. I don't really care about resistance. I mean, we've got like crazy resistance already. So let's throw resistance in there. Hopefully we need that resistance 6. Yes! All right, sweet. So we can throw the resistance thing. We can throw in, we need the base part, advanced energy, advanced memory. Let's throw those in there. We should get a new type of thing. Yeah, there we go. Material type. Awesome, we just need one of them, and let's throw in then our essence. Bam! Draconium or dimlet. Holy cow, and look at that. Maintenance cost, all that sort of stuff. All right, so we can now go back into our world thing here. And if we want to, we can just pull out the block of diamond and swap it with draconium ore. Okay, store. Got it. Craziness. Let's throw it into this bad boy to charge her up. Dial. All right. Oh man, I'm kind of scared to even go in there. This might not be super stable either. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's throw down some absorbers first of all. That one only had, that was at 99%. Now it's 100. Nice. And let's harvest up a whole bunch of this stuff so we can get back everything that we lost. Oh my goodness. Draconium for days. All we want. That is insane. Couldn't do the blocks, but the ores, that's not bad. Not bad. Oh man. We could probably make this less expensive too if we knocked out that gold. So the gold, I think, is a rarity 5 as well. This is a rarity 6. Oh, man. All the draconium. As if it wasn't easy enough to get already. Alright, guys. So I just made up a void world dimension. We'll see how it does. For most part, I did everything to be normal. So we have terrain void. I'm trying magical forest. I just thought that would be interesting since this one's going to be for Thaumcraft. We need some type of biome, I believe. Then controller single, so only have that single biome. Now the two other ones, there was feature and liquid, or material and liquid. It would say worn every time that I put in there, so I'm just leaving those blank for now instead of doing the none. Features none, so that's probably means it's okay I don't have those. Structure none, mob default. Normal day, I'm trying it to be, so normal sky. Noon, so the time, well, it should always stay at noon. No rain. Effects none. And then this one, I don't know if it's really necessary because it costs 900 RF a tick. But then the special effect is it gives a minus 20% a tick maintenance cost. All right, we're all set. 291 RF a tick. Not bad, not bad. 3 and 54. Dial. Nice. All right, so let's check this out. Hopefully everything is good. Beautiful. So void, we shouldn't see any clouds, any junk. Nothing. Oh, it's perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, so why don't we see what happens? I don't know what type of mobs. If we're going to get mobs spawning up here, we probably will. But we'll probably get some pretty cool stuff. So we'll leave that be. And I want to start off with making some type of mob farm here. So let me get going on a cage room. I dig it, I dig it. Oh no! This is the crap that I didn't want to see. All these, is it Natura? I hate these stupid clouds. Oh man, so I thought the sky was kind of boring, so I played around. Here's another dimlet. This we might do instead. Look at, oh my goodness, isn't that cool? That's called Infernal Sun. It's just an effect. It doesn't really like do anything, but man, have you ever seen anything like it? It's crazy. So it is actually daytime like all the time right now. Let's see. So we have block lighting, sunlight. So there, it is permanent noon, but it's just kind of, I don't know, it's nutballish. Oh, and the stupid things. I also found that I had a peaceful dimlet. So I have a special effect of peaceful here. So this is interesting. This is, oh man, there's another one. That makes me mad in that those slimes can spawn. We of course can just destroy that. But pretty cool. So, and it is magical forest. All right, so that's one possibility. Let's head back. I got a couple of other like interesting ones. Oh man, look at this one. That's pretty cool looking. So this is dark purple sky. I like that, and it's just normal. Noon all the time. I think it'll be perfect for a Thaumcraft world. I like that, the way the blue turns into the purple. Nice! So it is also peaceful all the time. We probably don't even need to make it always noon, but whatevs. In fact, I'd almost like to make it like dawn or, but whatever, we're gonna leave it. I've made so many of these dimensions. Anyway, let's build out. We're gonna use diamond blocks because we have so many diamond blocks now. It's probably like the most of any block that we have. Let's take a look at what our chunk border stuff is. Let's try and do it right to a chunk border. Perfect, right there. All right, and I want to build a nice little mob trap. So we're going to do it using, and there's something we got to test out. We got to test out whether, because it's on peaceful, we got to make sure that spawners still work. I believe it should only be hostile mobs, like that normally would spawn in. Let's build our chunk borders. This is way bigger than we need, but I need a little platform that we can go to. Perfect. Man, I love building with diamond blocks. All right, let's get our nice little tang there. Bam, bam, bam. Oh. Perfect. Almost perfect. Get it, get it, get it. Nice. All right, so we can take this off. This is going to be where our spawning platform is. Let's go ahead and I should have, let's throw down soul cage. Wham. And let's throw down skeleton. Let's find out if they still spawn in. If they don't, that's going to be bad. Oh, and you know what? Let's do all the stuff so that daylight and everything like that does not matter. Can't remember which one it is. I think it's the golden apple. Yeah, perfect. All right, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's throw a lever on there. All right, I got it complete. Super cool. I'm doing the skeleton trap. We're doing fall damage just so we can avoid as much XP as possible. And then I have grinders down there for just in case we get one of those, you know, Thaumcraft skeletons, boss skeleton type things that take way more. They have way more health. So in case the fall damage doesn't kill them. So pretty cool. And the whole point of what we're trying to do, we're trying to get the bones from the skeletons. So that we can get, see that thing looks like a gravestone? I think it's called mortise, and that's what is required for the soul brazier. The soul brazier is a device in Thaumcraft that's able to permanently get rid of your warp. Remember our warp? If we take our sanity checker, we can actually see it. Look at how high it is. Top left-hand corner of the screen. Look at it. Our permanent warp isn't like... It's pretty high, but between that and our perm warp, it's just not something I want to deal with. So I want to try and find a permanent solution for getting rid of that. But of course, like everything, it requires a lot to do. So anyway, we're making the Advanced Alchemic Constructs furnace thingy. Yeah, and we're going to dump all the bones into there. Okay? And that's going to be able to get part of it. But we're also going to have to put in some V from a energized node. Now, I would do this at my base, except I've heard that it does damage to the environment over time. You know, it could make it into like a one of those bad biomes. So we're going to do it over here, kind of far away. Now, it's a little upsetting just because we're a little short on time. I was going to make a node just for this, but we're going to actually, yes, go ahead and use our node, our original node that we've been bullying and working on for so long. Look at it. We don't really need it, though, over here because we got this super crazy energized node. Anyway, let's knock this out. Watch me break it right here. Oh, that would be so horrible. Bam! All right, let's transpose it since it's across dimensions. Should be able to just go whammy and teleposer focus button. Bam. All right, so we should be all set there. Let's just go run over and take a look. I'm still afraid to warp directly in there. I'm always using this guy. Okay, cool. So we should see a node down there. Awesome. So now that we have this, we got to energize this. Let's knock that off. Let's throw this here. Bam. All right, perfect. So now we got to energize this. Now, I'm a little curious. Bam. So it takes another star. It's meant to be kind of an endgame thing. It's also something you got to unlock in the Eldritch tab. But it says here that it needs V from a node. All right, let's put the transducer on. Wham. Appreciate this, guys. Know what I'm doing for you right now. Because we can't go back on this. It's a thing. Oh, it's all going away. So this dimension, we're settled on this. Definitely cannot move this after the fact. So let's go ahead. Let's take a V relay. Let's stick the V relay down. Just give him a second. Oh, it's getting close. All right, we'll stick the V relay down like right. I guess here we can, that's something we can move. We can go 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We might need one more. Nice. So that's a decent sized energized node. That's cool. You know what? We should have made it bright first, but whatevs. So we got this going. Now we got to get the Essentia stored. All right, let's grab this Essentia tube. There. 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 Let's take this void jar. Now this is going to be for file of corpus. This stuff we're not going to use. So let's make a tab for it. And hopefully I'm doing this right. If we have to, we'll do it differently. But hopefully that will grab that out. And then let's grab another jar I have of Mortis, which is the other one that we want. So let's do this out of this side. And I'll fix this. I may be doing it a little derpy. Open crate. Cool. All right. Let's grab that guy. And we're going to do it slow at first, and we'll see how fast we need to do it. All right, cool. So the bones are slowly going in there. We got to pull this off. All right, guys, let's try it. Let's see if this works. Let's see how this works. Let's throw down a block right there. Boom. Okay, so it's getting that. We've got to supply it with the liquid. So can we just grab that? No, we can't grab that out the side there. Maybe we can just do it directly. No. How do we do this? Maybe throw it on like that. Does that work? I think it's working. All right, maybe let's try and put our warp into it. I think you just right click it. Yeah. All right, is it sucking out now? Yeah, it's sucking out now. Oh man, that goes through it fast. All right, let's try this. All right, that's doing decent. As far as keeping up at a steady number. I think we're good, guys. I think we are good. How are we doing on the bones? Oh, it's going down. We can speed this up to a draconic level. All right, awakened. All right, so this should be a good bit faster. How are we doing here? Man, that's crazy nutballs. What does our sanity checker say? No, take it. Take my warp. Take it. It's supposed to be taking it. I don't know why it's not. My goodness. So this is pretty completely insanely bonkers. It's the next day. I was a little burnt out, if you couldn't tell, working on this project, trying to see what I was doing wrong when things don't go your way. I was definitely, when I watched back the footage from same day for you, but yesterday for me, I was definitely using the Ascension tube wrong. I think that when it was coming out of the furnace, it kept on getting like a little bit of the one type, and then it would get clogged up or something along those lines. These pipes still baffle me. I still got to learn them, but yeah, I gave into the applied energistics way of doing it, and it works so much better, so much cleaner, so much faster. It's practically instant pulling out. Right now I have the bones turned off, but yes, it keeps up with it. We have tons of storage. And then I'm just slowly voiding out with oblivion jars I found worked better. I don't like the void jars. They're a little annoying, but these guys seem to be doing well. Although they're kind of slow. Look at that. It's just pulling out of the system super slow. So we might find other ways of voiding it, deleting it, what have you. But for now, this is fine, and we've got plenty of storage. So cool. So this is a subnetwork system. Don't worry, we're not going to go too crazy into it. And you can see we have tons from over the night of letting it go. So that's cool. We've got this going. Then I have, so this is a sub network underneath. Oh, it doesn't really matter, but this is not connected to these. These are separate. So these are everything from our base. I also got absolutely sick of going back and forth, but we're good. We're all good now. I put down ethereal blooms because this thing was causing all sorts of bad warp effects, which it's not doing right now, but lo and behold, look at our warp. Look at, we got some temporary, but all the permanent's gone. And I don't see it in there either, which is kind of weird. Check warp. 0. Look at that, 0. So all of our perm warp it's permanently gone. Now, I'm curious because when I click on this again, I don't think our temporary warp goes away. Let's see if we click it while holding the ring. Is it there? Oh, what's going on? It's going bonkers. Then you can see all those nasty things coming out. It was to the point where it actually changed the biome. It became one of the warp biomes. So the blooms are healing it up, keeping it straight, keeping everything okay. I don't like, though, that the temporary stuff's gone. So let's see what happens when we break this. Hopefully it doesn't blow everything up. All right, so there we are. Did everything come back? No. Get out of town. So did we just... Let's do that same command. Check warp. We got our warp permanently taken away. So hopefully that's not just something glitchy. I was reading some stuff online where this can be a little bit glitchy, but... Alright, so there's our temp warp. If I click on that, what's going to happen? So that apparently still stays. It only takes your permanent warp. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we have to hang out for a little bit longer. Maybe we have to keep clicking it. It really just doesn't tell you that much in the book. Shift click, open hand click. I hate this. That's the one just annoying thing about Thaumcraft. I mean, it's fun to play around with stuff, but not knowing if something's just not working, not intended to work that way, or broken, or Lord knows what. But in any case, I'm happy because we got our stuff gone. And hopefully it will just dissipate over time. So I'm going to turn this back on. I'm going to let these all fill up. And then I think the next order of business, just so we don't have a spawner going on indefinitely, permanently, I think we should get one of the Essentia level emitters. Have I ever made that? All right. I think I have it. All set up right over here. Mortis, and I set it to 500,000. So I think that should be good. It'll emit level when it's above or equal to limit. So we are around 300,000-ish. Yep, pretty cool. And that's going down right now because I have that turned off. But yes, it will send the signal out once it is above that limit. So I guess we can duplicate that. So right now the spawner is working. Right now, spawner's going on. Things are happening. And then once it goes above the limit, it'll go like that. And the spawner has the wireless redstone. That'll turn it off. Perfect. I like it, guys. I like it. So let's knock that back off. Very nice. So we got to find something else to do with the corpus that actually breaks down into more mortis and then bestia, I believe, if we were to centrifuge it. So that could be interesting. We might look into that, or crystallizing it could make it go faster as well. But for the most part, I think that's good. And is this still turned off? Yeah, that is definitely turned off right now. So let's flip that back on. Do I have my bobble off? Yes, I do. Very nice, very nice. I dig this, guys. I think this was a pretty good little project. And as long as this doesn't get in the way of anything, but... Take all my warp. Take it all. So yeah, I wonder if that does temp warp too. Of course, we can just clear that off by using the soaps, the sanitizing soaps. But I'm digging it. No more warp. Check warp. 0. So that wasn't too bad. It's not like you got to be endgame Thaumcraft to do that. Just almost endgame. I think that's cool, guys. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We got to make a draconium world today. We got to learn how to get rid of all of our warp and do a crazy another dimension. I'm very glad I didn't do this at my base, because this does look very dangerous. Although most of the taint, it does go away after a little while. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Is this intended now to completely delete it, or is that just glitched out? I don't know. I don't know. You let me know. But yes, help me out. Hit that thumbs up, as always. And enjoy your weekend. Peace out, guys.